Have you ever thought about taking advantage of opportunities, wanting to change? Here's why I decided to change my life. Why I decided to take the steps that I know that I have to take to get to the next level. The way that I had to get out of my own way. See, here's the thing. Most of us are sheltered growing up. You only know what you've grown up to know, as in like your parents and the way that they travel, the way that they ate foods and the way that they did things. So when it comes to going outside of your comfort zone, all you know is what is comfort home. See, it's hard to get out of things and do things the correct way, and not even the correct way, but do things in a different way than what you are used to doing when you grew up and what your mind is programmed to do. I'm here today to tell you that there is a different way. And I'm here to tell you today that it's time to change, and it is time to change your lifestyle and the way you're living. Mindset wise, physically, all of it. Full transparency, there's just more to life than what we are used to. See, you remember growing up and traveling. Some people travel inner city. Some people have never been out of where they live. Some people have only been interstate. Some people have only traveled in the United States. See, when you don't have a bigger perspective on things, you're only confined to the world you grew up in. So some people will be able to see things from a different scope because they travel to different countries or they've traveled to different states, knowing that just because it's the United States don't mean every state is just alike. See, our mindset has to shift. When your mindset gets from the perspective of only knowing what you grew up to know, to growing to know more, now you are going to become what you can become. But only until you release the mindset of what you knew to give you more room to learn what you need to know to succeed. Because the places you're about to go, you ain't never been there before. So it's going to be hard for you to bring old ways and old habits into a new area of life. It's time to elevate. It's time to get ready to get back in your car. Because right now, you're on a road and you're stopped. And that road that you're on had a dead end. And now you're turning back around on it. Why? Because most people are used to doing the same exact things that they've been doing for a long time. So once they hit the dead end, they're going back down the road and coming back up to the dead end again. See, but today I'm here to tell you that there's options for you. When you go down this road, there's many different paths. But you have to be able to choose the correct path for yourself, knowing that on the other side of it, with your hard work and your work ethic and your mindset, that you will be able to reap the benefits of what is being put into it. But until you step outside of that comfort zone of what you know, there is not going to be a lot of opportunity for you. See, why I decided to change the way that I am and the way that I think is because I know that my old standards are not going to meet my new standards. Yes, I can use what I've learned from the past years of my life. But right now, there's a different work ethic. There's a different mindset. There's a different kind of tangent that I'm on to go receive what I need to receive to get to the next level. Nobody is going to push you into that. This is why you got to change your life and your lifestyle, because nobody is going to help you. People will be there to assist. Nobody's going to do the work for you. And if you're one of those who thinks that somebody's going to do it for you, or because somebody believes in you, that it can be done, it can't be done without work. You have to put in the effort and the time to be able to do what is necessary for you to get to where you need to get. We have to push ourselves, because now if we're ready and willing for change, change is going to happen. But you have to prepare yourself for what is about to come, because that push is what's needed for you to do extra. But if you don't push yourself and you stay complacent with what you know, you will be living the same lifestyle without deciding to actually change what is the real problem, and it's you and your mindset. See, when we change our mindset, we can change the things that are let into our life. If your mindset isn't set on letting something in, then when it comes, you can let it go. But if you know this a part of the things you are trying to accomplish and what you're set out to do, you can use it when it comes your way. Understanding opportunities. Every opportunity isn't something you should take. But once you understand what you're doing and why, that change can come. Focus on pushing yourself to do more. But focus on pushing yourself to understand more. See, there's times when growth will happen, and then there's times when stagnation will happen. After this video, you could feel like, man, I'm going to go make a change and change my mindset and the way I think and the lifestyle that I'm living. I just want to change my life. You have that opportunity, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen tonight. That doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow. That doesn't mean it will happen next year. But it's going to happen within the amount of work you decide to put in, the amount of time you decide to put in, and the amount of resources you decide to go out and seek. We can't do it alone. And yes, like I said earlier, there's going to be no one that does it for you, but they are there to assist you. They're going to assist you in becoming the greatness that you know you can be. But without your initial push, there is nobody who's going to waste their time with you if you aren't able to do it yourself. You can't sit around and wait for opportunities. We have to go get those opportunities. Opportunities do present themselves, but when they present themselves, are you ready to take it? Or do you got to get ready? It's other people out there with less qualifications, less credentials, and less everything than you that are still getting these opportunities because they're not scared to do it. They don't fear what is to come. They just do it. And that's what we have to fix our mindset to. You have to be able to understand that you can do anything, but you have to push yourself to want to do it. Force yourself for greatness, because it's like going to the gym. You will go to the gym for a month and it gets comfortable and it feels good. And something takes you out of your rhythm. Now you don't go anymore. Now you go here and there. And now it's hard for you to get back in the rhythm. But because of that, now you have no consistency. Now without consistency, everything you're doing lacks. Everything takes time and patience. But we have to understand when we have to go attack a thing and then how we use it to get to the next level of what we're doing. Positive gains. And it's the best way to go. See, one of the things that I like to focus on was giving myself more room to grow. And that's what in my lifestyle has helped me change. Giving myself that room to grow where when I make a mistake, I sit back and analyze. Okay, what did I do here? I did that wrong. Okay, what was the initial thought on why I did that wrong? I figured that out. Now I sit back and ask myself, what even made me think to do something a certain way like that? Now I missed out on an opportunity because I didn't present myself well. Once I started to get that understanding of what I need to do better, then it's now easier for me to say, okay, this right here is a better way to do it. And then this was the wrong way to do it. Those corrections come because I've decided in my mind that I have to change the way that I'm doing things, or because I constantly do it and this is what I'm used to, I'm going to think it's right and I'm going to think everybody else is wrong. And with that mindset, I'm going to put myself in a worse predicament than what I would be if I just think, dang, I was wrong in this. How can I correct myself and how can I get myself better to be ready for the next opportunity that presents itself? Sometimes you get one shot at certain opportunities. But in life, life will continue to throw you opportunities almost every second of the day. But you have to be able to see those opportunities to understand them. And if you don't understand them, then it will be hard for you to know when something is coming your way that is beneficial. I had to learn myself that patience is key with this kind of stuff, because the mistakes are going to happen. But because I'm slowly changing everything and analyzing everything, I look at the mistakes and I know that the next time it won't be like this. Pushing for greatness. That's all you can do. Push yourself. And don't let anybody put your dreams in a confined space because they can't see or think outside the box of what they are used to. Once you get to a point where you dream outside of reality and use faith, people are going to bring down the things that you want to do, because not everybody thinks that you can do these big, enormous things without having the crazy amounts of money, without knowing somebody who's rich or famous. Everybody confines you to the things that they can do or what they can see. But you can't share ideas with those type of people or speak to those type of people about the ideas, because the wrong feedback can hold you back if you're not mentally in an area to receive something like that and keep going, even if it's from somebody close to you. It's time to change the way you're living, because you wasn't put on earth to do the bare minimum, to just get by, to just be happy with the small things, when you can really have anything you want to if you put your mind to it the correct way. You can really have anything in this life if you really put your mind to it and go after it and attack it. But if you're scared, be scared, but learn how to operate with it. Learn how to take the fear and say, okay, I'm scared today, but this is what I trained for. So when those opportunities come, you're ready. And when you're traveling down the path of that road again, you can turn down one of those streets and go receive one of those opportunities, rather than going back down the path that you're used to because you're scared to take one. That's how we have to start thinking. And that's how we're going to change the way that we live. It's by pushing ourselves and motivating ourselves to do what we need to do to get to the next point of our lives. Thank y'all. Like, subscribe, and see you on the next video.